It's rush hour. So it's dead right now. Probably won't be later, so I thought I'd just go live because I haven't done it in a while. A few things I want to cover. First, just a few shout outs. Like, I had a good time talking to Channel Donstar last night. Don't know who he is, subscribe to him. He's in the process of, he's actually going to be making a kind of sort of horror movie slash like dark comedy, like legit one. He's got like a budget and everything. Like, I think it's probably a snuff film he's making. I don't know. I mean, but I support him no matter what he does. I was talking to him, and he was on the Google Hangout stream of I Ain't Got Time to Bleed, aka Sexy Monkey, because I call him a sexy monkey, and I don't care what anybody says what I'm going to call him. And I don't know, we were having a good time, like talking, and I did notice that there's been a bunch of people on Sexy Monkey stream who don't like me, which is fair. I understand. I've watched a few of my own videos, been like, that guy's a fucking asshole. I wish he'd just go away. But I don't know. There were a few in particular who were just being real, like fucking dicks, and it was just like, listen, you're not gonna win with me. That's never ever gonna happen. Like I swear to God, I can go all night with negativity and stuff like that. But then I kind of was listening to what the other two were saying because they were actually defending me. Like, here's my problem with the whole thing. If somebody invites me onto their channel, you should shut the fuck up if you want me to leave their channel because it's not your channel. You know what I mean? Like, it's his channel. He's got a free will. He can say whatever he wants to. He could be like, listen, I think you're being a right bastard right now. Get off my channel. I want to look at some pictures of Rihanna in a red wig, and that's it. But yeah, people were acting like they were sticking up for him and everything like that. And I'm like, you people are so fucking lame. It's just ridiculous. They were like, that's what gets me about internet people. It's like, listen, we all know each other through the internet. We all know each other through YouTube or Google Hangouts or whatever. We don't all hang out and stuff. Like, the only person I could possibly hang out with would be Donstar. He's in, well, not in Chicago proper, but like drivable distance with me probably. Everybody else, I couldn't get to them. I don't know them. But these motherfuckers act like, they know everybody. Don't talk that way about my friend or something like that. You're delusional if you think these people are really, you're great buddies or something like that. You're not. They're just not. I'm sorry. You don't know them. A bunch of fucking, man, it just amazes me. Grown men can act like cunty high school girls. I swear they're like a clique. And it's not just that channel. It's every channel's got that. I'm not just highlighting a few people. It just amazes me that grown people are very cliquey. Like, I don't get it. Like, Donstar was telling a story on I Ain't Got Time to Bleed's live stream. Hey, what's up, sexy monkey? I was just talking about you, of course. I was talking about how Donstar was talking about how he was like left friendless or something like that by one particular individual he was watching because this guy didn't like the people he was talking to, or they had some big falling out. And I'm just like, what kind of thinking is that? What kind of logic is that? Like, if I have a friend and they don't, I don't like some of their friends, I just don't hang out with them when they're with those friends. It's pretty simple. And no, I haven't heard from Teresa yet. I'm waiting. I'd like to know what's going on with her. Anybody who's got bad news, I kind of want to know if like it's legit or like not legit, but something that's. I'm thinking it's legit and maybe a little bit more serious since no one has heard from her. She's pretty much on live streams right away. So I don't know. I'm wishing that girl well. Hope everything works out. Jesus Christ, some of these people. I couldn't believe it. And here's the thing. Like, I'll give you some advice on how to deal with me. If you don't like me or you want to talk crap about me, if you don't like me, just don't deal with me. It's really simple. But these people keep answering me back. Don't you know I thrive on that? I'm trying to explain it to you. Like, I love when people answer me back and get smart back because I'm better at it. I mean, I'm not good at a lot of things in this life. Okay? I can't play an instrument anymore. I can't do a lot of things. But I can thoroughly annoy the fuck out of you, I promise. I promise. It's not an effort for me to do so. Well, somebody has to teach me how to use that Google Hangouts thing. I have no idea how people do it. I don't know. I had to actually download it to get on Sexy Monkey's live stream. I'm sorry. I Ain't Got Time to Bleed's live stream. It's like you can call people through it. Like, I don't know, like, if I press a button, if I could just call him or a few people direct without it being, like, broadcast. on YouTube. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know how to do it. I would screw it up somehow. Actually, when I was arguing with a few of these people yesterday, I could hear myself. Oh, well, yeah. He would like to know about Teresa too, of course. Um, I don't know, man. Don't know what to tell you on that one. Although Tiffany was kind of there's a girl that joined on his stream. She's not a follower of mine. I think she's strictly a follower of yours. You're getting all the ladies. Sexy Monkey is getting a tribe of women together. I think he's going to start a cult or something. I'm not sure. Because there's lots of chicks coming on his channel. Like, I don't know if there were any chicks on your channel before. I'm not saying everything has to do with me. Okay, I like to think that. But I think I brought some females to your channel. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tiffany was there before. I don't think so. And I know she's not a subscriber of mine. Like, she don't like me. She tolerated me last night, and I thank her for that. Because I wasn't particularly mean to her. Well, I wasn't mean to her. And I do have to say, I've learned a lot. Because I've never really been on anybody else's live stream. I see you're not using Google, so I don't think you can put a link to it in the chat. That's how it works. Okay, so if I go on Google Hangouts, how is everybody just invited? How does that work? I just put like a link? Like, I'm seriously, I'm slow. I'm gonna need like step-by-step direction, like open Google Hangout, go here, do this. Like, if I just started talking right now on Google Hangouts, will it go out? Does a stream does a link just go out to everybody on my channel? I have no idea how it works. No wonder Google bought YouTube. Because they're like, in cahoots with each other. Because I notice every time I join I Ain't Got Time to Bleed's live stream, it always lets me know, well, this is going to be broadcast, everything you say and do on YouTube. So, interesting. Yeah, I'm going to need a lesson from like you or Roger or something like that on how to do that. I know I'd end up calling a bunch of people that I don't even know, and I'd be sitting there and they're like, why is he bothering me? Why is this fucking maniac staring at me right now, and why is he calling me names? It is so hot over here. I'm going to jump around a lot because I'm just so bored, but I'm sweating to death. It's 100 degrees, which wouldn't be so weird. That's a little weird for Chicago, but not that much. But it's fucking the end of September. And it's not just an anomaly where it's like going to be one weird day where, oh, it's hot today. Boy, thank God summer's leaving. It's a fucking week we've had this shit. And it's not going to end until like next week, supposedly. When it's going to be a cool 80. I hate it. Because I'm so cheap, I won't pay to get my Freon recharged in my AC in my car. Because I thought it's September. Why the fuck am I going to pay like $70 to fucking get the Freon charged? I don't need it. It's September. Fuck it. Of course, that's when God looks down and goes, guess what, fucker? It's going to be 100 degrees for next week. I love it. It's great. Oh, sweltering. Look, seriously, I don't know how people do it. Like, these people who love the heat should be slapped. I don't get it. If you love like dry heat or 70 something degrees, okay, I get it. It's warm. You can go out. You can go jogging. You can, rape and pillage or something like that. Whatever. But when it gets to about 100 degrees, I'm sick of it. 100 degrees. I'm sweating. I feel like I'm gonna die. I need bottled water every 5 seconds, like I'm a fucking Ethiopian. It's insane. Can't take it. Ooh, a car pulled up. By the way, if a car pulls up and I have to take an order or something like that, I'll just put the phone down. They don't know anything. Because I can never tell who's coming here or going to the bar. Okay, that's a bar person. A bar next to me. There are some drunk fucks at the bar next to me. Roger had a lot of questions about the last pic you sent. Why the mask and gloves, for example? He wants answers. Oh! I don't want to break anybody's anonymity. That's Tina. If you remember who I talked about Tina was, it involved the prank with you where I was talking about a particular woman. That's Tina. That's who I dubbed Tina, who used to clean for us. She was wearing that because she had a, it's disgusting, some of this parts of this area. This is a pretty big store. If you saw certain parts of it, you'd be like, I would be wearing a hazmat suit. I thought she should have worn a burqa. I don't know, she should have worn more than she did. But she was the one, I got to give her credit, she was the one willing to get down and dirty and scrub out our toilets and certain areas of the store where they're ungodly. Where they were ungodly. She did a great job cleaning. I got to give her that. I was trying to even tell her at a certain point, go into cleaning. She's got huge double D's too. Huge. And she does not mind showing them. Now, the rest of her is, it's okay. She actually dated my friend Stevie, the guy I do the videos with sometimes. She dated his brother. We didn't know that. like back in the 80s or something like that. And she used to be apparently like what they call them in the 70s, like a fox. She used to be a hot chick. I could see it. She's not a bad looking woman. She's just, throwing herself to hell in some ways. But yeah, she's always had. She was talking about getting like a breast reduction and stuff because they are massive. I mean, she's lifted up her shirt here before. It's like, holy, good God, they must weigh about 30 pounds each. But yeah, that was the picture. She was coming out of cleaning the bathroom, and she knew I was taking it. I said, "Can I take it? Because you just look freaking hilarious right now. You look like you're a disaster relief worker or something." She was cool with it. You know, she's a nice chick. She's just one of those who's gotten on some things that's just like, yeah, you could see it's really doing some damage. And it's a shame because I think that she's worth something. I mean, like I said, not too many people would come in here and clean these certain areas. It's hard enough to get people to clean. Like we're talking bodily fluid sometimes. It's not fun. Yeah, I am going back to. I'm gonna try to learn to use Google Hangouts because this thing bails on me every like 10 minutes. Ugh. She was a trip though. I knew something was wrong when she started just staring like this. Like she just stare into space, and you could not get through to her. And she started just doing like she kept picked up a lot of random phone calls, and like there was just certain shady stuff going on with her, and I was just like, listen, I deal with a lot of shady people just on a daily basis over here. It's like, but she had other stuff going on. Like I never knew why certain people were coming by here and asking for her. It was just weirdness followed. So she had to go. She actually was gonna be working here. I don't know if anybody saw it yesterday on I Ain't Got Time to Bleed's live stream. I showed the other girl that works here. That girl took her job because we just couldn't hire her. And we decided to hire a female because we do have some female specific products. And sometimes there's a woman coming in and you don't know if they feel comfortable talking to a man about, a vibrator or something like that. You have no clue. So I figured maybe if a woman worked here part of the time, like, they know her shifts, they know when she's going to be here by herself. And, I keep her during the daytime. She's worked a couple nights. I don't like her to work at nights because I do worry about the girl. She's a nice girl. Sabrina, who also watches me. Hey, Sabrina. Although she's a little spacey once in a while. I love her, but, come on. I asked her a question today about somebody, and this was her response. I said, "Oh, like a particular incident that happened here." I said, "So what did this person look like?" I don't know. Okay, like I know you don't know specific. Like, was he black, white? I wasn't paying attention. How do you not? How do you miss that? I mean, there's not paying attention, and then there's being freaking blind. There's like not able to see color or whatever. Like, was he 100 years old or was he 7? I don't know. I just was like really into my Instagram at that point. She's like a millennial, so God, yeah. She's on the phone all the time talking about shit I don't have any idea about. I was on Blibbity Blue doing the zibbity zob, and then my friend phone jammed me, and I was all like, "What's up with that?" I'm like, "She's speaking a different language. I've lost her. I have no clue what she's talking about." I had to ask her about something Raj said yesterday about ASMR. Like I didn't know what that was. Like it's some. So I asked her, and she looked at me like I just grew a you know third eye, and she's like, "How do you not know what that is?" She goes, "That's when somebody whispers something that's supposed to be soothing, but it's kind of porno like." Like she did an example where like I'm crinkling this bottle right now, and I'm like, "That's a thing? Are we all that bored as a society that is a thing? How? How is that a thing? I could be making a killing." Oh, yeah. I'm eating potato chips right now. I'm sorry, crisp. Me too crisp. Isn't that sexy? Are you all feeling relaxed yet? Who's got a hard on? That was the other thing. I was asking about differences. Well, me and Roger were asking about differences between our vernacular and UK vernacular. And again, I mean, Sexy Monkey has got his fan base is rising actually. He got a few followers, but man, they're rabid fucking dogs apparently. They were like, you're being mean. You're being mean to him. You're making fun of him. It's like, shut the fuck up. And I can't blame them in some ways because they don't have real friends in their real life. So they don't know how guys really interact with each other and bust balls and stuff like that because they're fucking, especially the crackhead one. Like, you know who I'm talking about. And I was trying to be helpful. I was like, when you smoke crack, you don't always see what's real. You know what I mean? Like when you were born a crack baby, like it kind of affects your thinking. And I'm trying to explain that to you. You might be perceiving something wrong. Not my fault. Don't give a shit. But I do want to tell this guy, like, I ain't got time to bleed. Like, I'm gonna be nice on your streams from now on. Like, I'm gonna, if I see certain people come on there, I know I should back off because they might want to discuss certain things. It's not my stream. I've been kind of rough riding it and over talking a lot, and that's just how I am. And fuck it, I'm apologizing, but I can't promise I won't ever do it again. I know me. I love to hear me. I love to hear the sound of my own voice. So I'll try to kind of back out if I see a couple people coming in like, no, we really wanted to, because I think this guy started off doing cinema, like talking about cinema and Blu-rays and the latest Blu-ray he's got and a Blu-ray that's coming out next year that he's gonna get a Blu-ray of that Blu-ray. Like he loves Blu-rays. And okay, I watch things on the internet. I mean, maybe it's me. I have not owned a DVD player in, oh my god, 5, 6 years. It gotta be since Netflix went like viral. Don't you see that's very offensive to call a stranger a crackhead? Did you see what he said to me? I mean, if we're defending him, I mean, I think you should do both sides then. Yes, I know it's very offensive, but the guy had no problem, not just maligning me, but a whole bunch of people who happen to be gay. He had no problem saying fag this, fag that. He had no problem saying all these horrible things. So I lost pity for him at that point and decided, if you're going to go low, so am I. Be able to take it. If you can dish it out, you have to take it. And he's not a little girl. He's a man. You're a grown man. Dish out what I give to you, or just shut up. And yes, I see it's very offensive, but I'm not sorry about it. I actually tried to apologize, but what was the next comment after I apologized? I don't know if you probably weren't looking at that point. The next comment after I apologized was something like, "You want to get fucked in the ass, or you want to do that." It was that kind of mentality where I know I'm not dealing with somebody who's on my level intellectually. Like he's just not. And like I always have to say, I don't know, I have to explain this to people all the time. If you know my channel, if you watch my channel, I'm not saying they did, but after a while, okay, let me put it like this: if I was on there saying like, I hate Sasha, you're such a fucking ass, I can't stand. If I was being that much of a dick, I could understand people being like, hey, you're an asshole, or getting below the belt with me. This fucker decided to chime in on something he had no business chiming in. I was actually having a conversation with somebody else, like kind of fake arguing. That's what I thought it was with this other person. But then this bitch jumps in. I wanted to get all, start like insinuating I'm gay. I like dildos. He's obsessed with dildos. And then how dare you call me a crackhead? What the fuck? You just said 80,000 different fucking horrible things. Not about me. They don't relate to me. I'm sorry. But they relate to a whole group of people that you have no problem maligning. Sorry, that's when I take the gloves off. You don't know if I have family members that are gay or not. You don't know if I really took that personal. So why would I care about this person's feelings? I don't. I don't at all. But as I was saying before, I'm not going to go there again with anybody. Well, on that stream, I won't. Like on somebody else's stream, I've learned not to. I'm not going to get into it. Now, if that person wants to come to my stream, I'd have a field day. Trust me. He would be crying. Yeah, things are very offensive. Look at you taking sides now, man. Shit. Thought you were my friend. The knives in my back, they never stop. I think I need to get some fucking, wound cleaner for everybody stabbing me in the back. Et tu, sexy monkey, et tu. Although I do have to say, he was very impartial. He was very like, you don't understand Jay and all that. He was trying to be the moderator. And I did realize at a certain point that I was fighting on someone else's channel who I'm friendly with. So I kind of had to dial it. Listen, we all have issues, okay? I'm not saying I'm perfect, all right? I'm an angry person. I get it. I understand. And I did learn from it to like dial back. I'm not going to even address that person anymore if they came at me. If I see that person come on somebody else's live stream, like this guy's, I ain't got time to bleed. I'm not addressing them at all. Anything they say. I'm not going to talk to them about anything. Like, I'm just going to pretend they're not there. That's the best thing I can do. So, whatever. But, when we start to talk about, saying offensive things. Well, I don't really tend to say anything offensive, except on my channel I do. Like if it's about some ridiculous celebrity or something like that. I don't tend to say anything offensive unless somebody comes at me first. And then, yeah, the gloves are off. If I see you're not playing, the gloves are off. Because, like, the other guy I was kind of going back and forth with on his stream actually gave him a thumbs down to troll him and then took it away, I think. And we were kind of going back and forth, but he had let me know during it he was trolling me. And I kind of knew he was. Like, we were acting like we were mad, but we weren't really mad. Oh my god, yeah. I called somebody a crackhead, and the guy's all upset on his I Ain't Got Time to Bleed's channel. What's up, Eric? Someone decided to yell at me and say how mean I was being, and then started personally insulting me, and I took it for about 2 minutes, and then yes, I got nasty. I admit it. Fine. Whatever. Am I sorry? No. Yeah, crackhead. That's the worst thing you could be called. Well, good. But that's stupid. Don't they see I win? If this person, like you're saying right now, says, well, now I'm going to leave whenever I see you there. Well, you're dumb. Why would I have to make you leave? You don't have to talk to me directly. You don't have to address me directly. You can address whoever, you know. That's stupid. But I'm glad I ran you off. That makes me kind of happy. I'm sorry. I wouldn't leave if he was on a stream. I wouldn't say anything to him, but I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. Nobody makes me do jack shit. Fuck that. That just shows you're a weak bitch. Kind of like I thought. Oh, I could sniff them out a mile away, these motherfuckers. Bunch of bitch-made dudes who need to all... I hate when people pile on people. Like, I was arguing with 4 people at once who were all just calling me horrible names and being mean to me and shit like that. I was just one dude. I'm just me against them. And I'm like, these are the type of motherfuckers in real life who jump motherfuckers. Yes, it is stupid. We are adults. Switching direction. I am with Hey Internet Eric here about fucking Halloween. I'm trying to think of what the script is gonna be. Like, we killed her, but we didn't kill her. Like Jamie Lee Curtis returning. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. We remember these movies were made. They exist. If it was one crappy Halloween film, I'd get it. But now it's like, wait, how did she get back to Haddonfield? Why is she wearing the same clothes? She kept the same outfit she had from 1978 as an 18-year-old? It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that movie's just going to irritate me. And it should be great. It should be, Carpenter's back involved. It should be a good movie. But after part 2 to 8 longer is this. But that's stupid. Like, I understand skipping... I don't know, maybe 4 and 5 because of the whole weird cult thing. I get that. But to say H2O didn't exist because it was kind of a seminal film. It did really well. To me, it'd be like saying Scream 2 didn't exist. None of those people died. We're going to put them in Scream 5 or whatever the next one is. Yeah, it's like you can't do that. Like, it doesn't... People don't forget there's certain movies. I don't... It's like this Jigsaw movie coming out. I'm so sick of Saw at this point. It just, at this point, and it looks like the worst B movie I've ever seen in my life. I saw the trailer for Jigsaw. I'm like, I can't believe they even made another one. I really can't. Are we that bored? Does nobody have a creative idea anymore to make a freaking any kind of movie? I don't care if it's horror, drama, whatever. We're too busy remaking everything and doing stupid shit. Who the fuck knows? Because now Linda Hamilton is returning to the Terminator franchise before dying. I heard that. What the hell is it with old broads returning to save a series? Why don't we get everybody? Why don't we just all pretend none of it happened? Nancy never died in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Let's have her come back and fight Freddy again. Why not? Let's have her be... Fuck it. Let's pretend she's 19 like in the first movie. Let's just lie to everybody. It drives me insane. The only good part about horror right now is because it just surpassed The Exorcist, I think with unadjusted figures and stuff, as the highest grossing R-rated horror movie of all time. I think today or yesterday. That means a lot of horror movies are going to come out now. Now we're going to get shitty ones. We all know that. But it's a good time. The next year, next year we're going to be overfilled with horror movies. Yeah, that would be good. Let's get that. Jason's mom never died. That was her twin sister, Bertha. Let's dig up Betsy Palmer's grave, or let's just CGI her into the movie. Why not? Oh, that's another one that kills me. The Friday the 13th. We just don't know how to make another one. Well, I know they're arguing over rights issues and shit, but before, it took how many years for them to come up with a script? Man in hockey mask, teenagers, machete. There's your script. Not hard to do. Give me a pen and paper. I'll write your script. I won't charge you. We don't know. Oh yeah, fucking, they're so stupid. We don't know. We don't know what to do. I mean, this is what we pay writers in Hollywood for. They can't come up with any ideas. Is there any like other movie from the '70s we haven't remade yet? Like any action or anything that we know will for sure get us some box office? Because I have no ideas. If you force them to be in a room to come up with an original idea, their heads would explode. What about a movie about a cup of coffee that talks? I don't know. I have no ideas. Let's just go on Netflix and remake something. We're bored. I couldn't be the boss of a studio because I'd be walking in there, but yeah, you're getting paid. Come up with some ideas. Linda Hamilton returned to that. Listen, it was impressive in 1990 when she was buffed out and stuff. How old is she now? I'm not trying to be ageist or anything, but seriously, I'm only going to buy so much. Like I said, my thing about Halloween, the return of Jamie Lee Curtis, how is she going to run around? Isn't she 60 something? Like legit? I don't know how old the woman is, but she's got to be. I'm not saying she can't do a few things, but like if she falls, she break a hip. Jamie Lee Curtis is one of those who's so proud of herself. In a way, I guess, it is to be admired, like who doesn't do the Botox and the plastic surgeries and all that. Okay, we get it. You're natural. That's how natural women tend to look. Okay, fine. I understand it. But I just hate that people are so proud of it. Feel like they've just, learned how to do, like, rocket science. I just don't do Botox. I don't do any of that because, this is how I am. This is how I am. In the morning, I look disgusting. I look like I got gangbanged. Oh, what happened to that kid? I want them to bring back Edward Furlong, even though he's all fat and coked out now. Oh, Lord, what happened to him? He's the same age as me. The same age as me. That guy looks like about 60. But Linda Hamilton and Sarah Connor, though, I'm excited to see her be back. I am too, but I'm just like, she died, correct? They're not, they have no concept of being linear in any of these films anymore. They're just like, screw it. That's kind of why it's almost well, it is insulting. They could make it a thing like she's a clone or something. I mean, sci-fi is good for that. Like, I don't watch a lot of sci-fi, but I know. I mean, remember they made Ripley like a clone? I thought she did. She did not die. Eric said she died. I thought she died too. I don't know why I thought that. But at least with this being a time travel series, I can believe in alternate timelines. That's true. Okay, you have a point there. Alternate timelines. All right. Alternate timelines. She died before part 3, leukemia. It was one of those things where they just said she died, right? Or they said it in part 3, I think. I don't remember. It's forever ago I saw this movie. Yeah. John Connor drops a line in part 3 saying so. Maybe they'll use the old standby. She was faking her death. She was afraid the Terminator was going to get her while she was working at Denny's as a waitress. So she just turned herself to somebody else. She killed a bitch, threw her out in the middle of the road, and it's me, and dropped some DNA on her. She was cremated and spread in Mexico. How do you think that Edward Furlong guy felt that they didn't even invite him back for T3? I ain't got time to blame. He's so polite. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot that. I didn't mean to cause a row. I love that guy. I really do. I saw Eric talking about Halloween 5 the other day. Or, you told me to go look at your review for Halloween 5. I got to do that. They've had a new John Connor in every film. T3 was pretty forgettable in my defense. I agree. I don't remember most of it. I know I saw it in theaters. Wasn't that the one with Claire Danes from My So-Called Life or whatever? I think it was. Yeah, it's totally one of those movies I saw, and it's almost like I blacked out, like I had a traumatic event because I don't remember any of it. I know there was the Terminatrix. That's all I remember. There was a hot chick running around like she could do something. I think that was part 3. I can't even keep track of the numbers anymore. They were talking about bringing back Ripley for like Aliens. I'm like, how? She's been freaking dead. She's been a clone. What are you talking about? That's not gonna happen now with that box office from the last disaster. That was such a crap movie. I saw that in theaters. I wanted my money back. Sarah Connor and Laurie Strode team up in the wheelchairs. They should switch genres. Laurie Strode should show up in Terminator, and Linda Hamilton's character, Sarah Connor, should show up in Haddonfield. Just like she's hiding out or whatever, and Michael Myers comes around, she's like kicking his ass. She's like shooting him with like machine guns and shit. She actually shoots a bunch of teenagers too. She's like, shooting up the whole freaking town. Everybody's dead at the end, but she's gotten rid of Michael Myers. But at the very end, you just see the whole town was like shot up and blown. That'd be great. And then Jamie Lee Curtis is running around away from the Terminator 5 seconds. Oh no! Oh, he's gonna get me! Oh, please don't kill me! I need to get to some Activia so I can have a regular movement. Where was that coming? Where is she taking that? Got cut off for a minute there. Yeah, I want... Buster Rhymes annoyed me in that freaking movie. Like, why does Michael Myers need, like, you know, somebody to G up on him? Yo, you know what I'm saying, Michael? Yeah, you looking crispy and shit, Michael. Damn, man, you can't get... I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Did Michael Myers walk into Boys in the Hood? Did I just, like, switch movies and not even know it? Shit. I was so out of place. It was awkward. And Tyra Banks in a movie. Let's talk about her for 5 seconds. Can't act her way out of a fucking paper bag. It was only to get the black crowds into the theaters. I don't know, though. A lot of black... I mean, I'm not an expert, but a lot of blacks seem to go to horror movies anyway. They seem to, like, thrive on horror movies. Like, I think there's a certain group of people love them. And I think they like that kind of experience. But, yeah. I guess it was to get rap fans in there. It just made no sense to me. And then why was Tyra Banks even in there? Fuck, there was a bunch of wannabe supermodels would go see the movie. And I don't know how she's a supermodel. I never thought she was hot. I mean, she's passable, but, like, really? The forehead, she looks like she has a conjoined twin in that huge head of hers. I'm sure if you, like, scalpeled her right here, there would be, like, eyes and teeth. And you'd find her hidden twin that she somehow digested when she was in the womb. I'm convinced. She's so annoying. She had her own show over here, and I couldn't stand the woman. Because everything turns back to her. She's pretty as long... Thank you. Cover up her 5 head. And she didn't really, you know... Bless them. They know not to give her too many lines in that movie because, you know, her reading lines is painful. I saw her in I believe she had Higher Learning. And I remember at the time, I didn't know who Tyra Banks was, thinking, who is this horrible, horrible actress that's ruining this film? You have to be above them all. Don't be like that. It's like she was learning how to be like an Afrocentric chick, even though she's African American. It was like almost like a white girl hired to play that role who doesn't know what she's doing. I remember that movie because the movie was kind of good. But then she would come in every 5 seconds like, you have to stop doing some of this and start doing some of this. Okay. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Who is this chick? Is this makeup on her or something like that? Worst actress ever. Well, not the worst actress ever. That's up for debate. There's a lot of them. I wonder if Victoria Beckham's ever been in a movie. I Ain't Got Time to Bleed considers her name a swear word. She couldn't be in a movie. She could play like a ghost. I mean, she's thin enough. I mean, she would scare me if I walked in the house and there was this pale, gaunt woman sitting there like, you know, I haven't eaten in 4 years. I'd be, yeah, that would work. Halloween 5 or Halloween with Buster. Oh my God. What's worse, Halloween 5 or Halloween with Buster Rhymes? Oh, dude, that's a Sophie's choice. Don't do that to me. Halloween 5 or Halloween Buster Rhymes. Buster Rhymes. That was just garbage. I'm sorry. Halloween 5 I hated. I hated it. But Buster Rhymes, yeah. No. The Buster Rhymes ruining one of that one was just garbage. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. That's really tough. I think it was a tie of how fucking shitty they were. I will never forget as long as I live Michael Myers in Halloween Part 5 at the end sitting in a jail cell with his mask on. I remember being in the theater. I was about 13 when that movie came out. Be like, why would they let him keep the mask? What kind of shitty the police department is this? I got fucking. He's comfortable. Damn it, he's killed 1,000 people in our town, but fuck it, he likes that mask. But he's going to court in that mask. Don't think you keep the jumpsuit on too. Oh Lord, that was one I was just like, where? Who was on acid when they made Part 6 of Halloween? The Druids and part. I was just lost. I didn't understand at first. The girl was supposed to be Jamie from Part 4. I was like, who is this girl? Why is she pregnant and screaming that Michael kills her if she has a baby? I'm like, what's happening? What is this garbage? And, yay for Laurie Strode's family being all abusive and weird, and mom's a punching bag. And I'm like, what is this? Is this a bad Lifetime movie of Halloween? This is like a freaking feminist version of Halloween. It was horrible. I'll never forget. At the end, they beat the shit out of Michael Myers with a pipe, and green slime comes out of him. I'm like, who wrote this down? Who wrote this script? And they submitted it to somebody, and it was rewritten. And are you kidding? Ever see the producer's cut? I've heard of the legendary. The baby is actually Michael Myers through rape. Oh, that's lovely. That's nice. That's even better. Let's add a rape angle to fucking Halloween, because we can't come up with an idea. I wish I'd worked at a production office and I was handed that draft. I would have punched him in the crotch. And they defeat Michael with magic rune stones. Well, why not? Of course you would. Why not just make it bad shit crazy and just, we also did some... defeat him with breakdancing. Just have a bunch of people surround him, start breakdancing, popping and locking and shit, and he just falls and turns into a spider. Make it weird in Japanese. Yeah. What the fuck? Somebody came up with this and it's not the first draft. It was rewritten, and someone still kept saying, this is great. Go this way. Go with this. Druids, we need rape children in this Halloween movie, and we need it to be more awful. Can you make it worse? You can? Great. I am excited. Okay. Michael Magic Stones. Jeez Louise. That's insane. That's insane. I can't. Maybe Eric knows. I don't know if I asked you. I was asking about Mother, that movie. Do you know anything about it? Because somebody was trying to get me to go see it. And I'm like, I've heard half the people just loathe it, and the other half are like, no, it's really brilliant. Is this some pretentious thing that I don't want to waste money if it's really crap? You heard anything? Do you have a secret copy or something? I mean, what's going on? It's Darren Aronofsky's film. I didn't know he was dating Jennifer Lawrence. Robin the Cradle. Although I guess not. She's older than I think. Always a good idea to put your girlfriend in a movie. Rob Zombie's made a career out of it. That wife of his can't act. She can't act. Look at all. She's painfully bad. Listen, great to look at, but shit. That's what I keep hearing. It's that's the hardest thing. I've heard it's either the best film of the year or the worst film of the year. That'd be like somebody telling me hey, should I take an umbrella? It's either going to rain tomorrow or it's not. So, What? That's what everybody keeps saying. It was crap. It was trash. It was just utter god. Best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I liked Requiem for a Dream. What a bummer that movie was. I read the book, so I knew what was coming. I read Requiem for a Dream, so I knew what was going to happen. But the people I was with looked like they'd just come out of Vietnam after that movie. Because I don't think they really knew what the movie... it opened up in art house theaters or something. I remember them walking out. One of them was literally crying. And I was just sitting there. Of course, I'm the big dick. But, yeah, I mean, I was still kind of bummed out by it. But, luckily I was kind of prepared, I guess, from the reading material. I like his films, though. He's made some pretty good films. Jennifer Lawrence, jeez. She's really starting to get annoying. I hate when celebrities start chiming in on certain crap. Yeah. No, it was an excellent movie. But yes, you're right. Horribly depressing movie. The Wrestler, too. Yeah. It's like I don't know if I'd ever watch either one of those again. Be like, I feel like a movie tonight. What am I gonna watch this? Although Roger was talking about some of those nightmare snuff films that he likes to watch, or the fake ones like the August Underground and shit. And I know they exist. I know what they're about, but I couldn't watch them. Yeah, I don't really care for Jennifer Lawrence dating though. Maybe that's how she got the role. You think so? You think a little bit? She was giving him head one night, just like, oh yeah, about that new movie. Can I be in it? She's like, I don't know, babe. You know, I'm thinking of a couple other actresses. Are you sure? Because then you're not gonna come. I'm not gonna finish this blowjob unless you do it. Ah, fuck. Fine. You can be the lead. Mickey Rourke's face. Yeah, the wrestler. Jesus. Everybody, if you're from an '80s kid on, you remember what Mickey Rourke used to look like. He was a handsome fucker. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but then I didn't see it. 9.5 weeks they had him in it with Kim Basinger. You know that, and that was like the first movie I could watch that like I would be like, you know, tell my parents, be like, oh, it's R-rated, it's just a romance movie or something. But me and my friends would be watching like dirty little skeeves like it's porno because he had the uncut version and crap. So it was like the closest thing to porn I could actually go legitimately get. I mean, that was great. And then, you know, somebody decided to rename it 50 Shades of Grey and make it a movie and make money off it. How they weren't sued. I mean, there's some movies that they just steal the concept. It's like, that was recasting. Yeah. Oh, you know, I'm telling you, Darren Aronofsky's getting killer head or something like that. I mean, she begged him for it. She begged him for that role. She's like, come on. You know he had somebody else in mind. Look at the age difference between her and Javier Bardem or whatever his name is. It looks like her grandfather. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, I remember it wasn't just me. There were a few people around me. It was during it. I saw the trailer for Mother, and they're like, that guy's really old to be her husband or whatever. It could happen, but he looked like, it just looked wrong. Looked like an 18, like 17, 16-year-old, like sleeping with a grandpa, like talking about like their baby or what they're going to do for their life. I was like, Jennifer Lawrence, she's not super hot either. She's like, okay. She's like your average girl. But when people go, oh, she's hot, she's killer hot, then you don't get out much. I'm actually put off seeing Mother because she's in it. I agree with you. Hunger Games. She was in the big thing, Hunger Game, big hoo-ha, when they stole that from Battle Royale. Completely stole it. I mean, they changed some stuff, sure, but it's Battle Royale. It's what it is. Yet, the woman who made the book's Hunger Games is, you know, got a fortune now. $1 bajillion with her original idea. Like the fat chick who made 50 Shades of Grey. She rewrote 9.5 weeks. That's all she did. Gee, domineering guy, check. Girl who's kind of shy at first, but then gets drawn into his sexual S&M world, check. It's like, lady, you're not even trying. She does look like the Jennifer Lawrence looks like the Tiffany doll from the Chucky series. That's Jennifer Tilly? Yeah, she's in the new one. Not Curse of Chucky. Cult of Chucky. She used to be so hot. Jennifer Tilly. She's still kind of MILF territory, but she's kind of getting on the edge there. Like, she's a little Botoxy now. It's like, But I remember her in Bride of Chucky. I was like, wow, that girl's... And Bound. That movie. Oh, those two, great. And a good movie. It wasn't just hot lesbo chicks, and it was a good freaking movie. I haven't watched that movie in a while. I should watch it. Hopefully Mother is more independent, just a large studio film. So that's what I worry about. I think because the guy's such a big name director, they're like, listen, we can mass release this. It's great, but he probably really did make it really pretentious and arty because he thinks he is now. Psycho 2, I remember that. Meg Tilly. Yeah. Has anybody seen Meg Tilly? Is she still around? She hasn't been in a movie or anything for like decades or something. I don't remember the last movie she was in. Like, she just gave up. Like, she pulled a Deborah Winger and just bailed on Hollywood or something. Or her sister stole all her thunder. I don't know. I loved her. She was great. Jennifer Tilly. Meg Tilly was awesome. That was actually one of the sequels that was really good. Like Psycho 2. And I love like back then Roger Ebert and Siskel could never even because anything with a two on it, except it was Godfather, everybody else liked it. They could never admit it was a good movie. Well, it's not like the first one. Shut up, just shut up. What a bunch of loads those two were. I couldn't stand them. Dipper Ringers and the Netflix show The Ranch. Oh, Sam Elliott and Ashton Kutcher. Well, I won't watch it because Ashton Kutcher's in there. Again, why does he have a career? Not a brilliant thespian. He irks the crap out of me. That's another one. That's a male celebrity that irks the shit out of me. Ashton Kutcher. I can't stand Ashton Kutcher. He thinks he's another one of these that has been told he was in a sitcom, so he thinks he's like a comedian or just really funny, and he's not like at all. And then they powder his ass like he does a dramatic role. Like, what was it like for you to do a dramatic role? You really had to show your range. Are you kidding? What range? He's got no range. He's Kelso in every freaking movie. Just sad Kelso or happy Kelso. That's it. Can't act. He's lied to them, everybody else that he can, and somehow everybody said, okay, we'll go with it. It's like the Channing Tatums and all that. Yeah, okay, I guess good-looking fellas and stuff like that. They're not known for their range. Never saw The Butterfly Effect. I can't. He's one of those I seriously just can't tolerate that much. Where I'm just like, fuck this. I can't. He's in that movie. Yeah, I'm bailing. Butterfly Effect. That's forever go to. I think because in real life he's really pretentious too. He always sits there and just starts, like he's one of these that has to speak in front of Congress for some apparent reason nobody cares about because was on the '70s show. You're a diplomat all of a sudden. Just shut up. Mila Kunis is attractive, but they showed her without makeup, like in a few pics recently, and she was not that good. All right, take it easy, Eric. Mila Kunis. She did not look that well. I think the girl got access to some makeup. Good makeup. I don't think she's an ugly chick. Mila Kunis. You going to live tonight, Sexy Monkey? You doing a stream? Or are you going to stare at pictures of Rihanna all night on your computer? He loves him some Rihanna. I like when she speaks Russian. I didn't know she was so fluent. I have to say though, you are the king of streams. You did an epic 8-hour, I think 8-hour one yesterday. Oh, stop. Yes, singing. You sing good. People liked it. You had fun doing it. What is the Here's the thing with this guy is like when he has fun doing something, he can't admit he has fun doing something. He's smiling. He's singing on his channel last night. I Ain't Got Time to Bleed, aka Sexy Monkey, and it was good and entertaining. It's like, no, maybe not punish my. It's that self-deprecating. Like I think it's a British thing. Like, a lot of Brits do that. I noticed that. Like maybe it's not so good. Maybe I shouldn't. No, do it. I know what you mean. Yes, do singing. That was great last night. I loved it. And did you notice how I shut up while you were singing? Mm-hmm. See, I'm not the complete nightmare people think I am. I was quiet. I didn't sit there like pussy, fart, and fuck. Like I didn't. No, I didn't do any of that. I sat there. I listened. You and Raj had a little connection working there, like producer, artist, kind of thing going on. I was like, I'm not gonna ruin this. I gotta hear this. I heard the playback and I didn't realize how loud I sounded singing along because you were kind of catchy. So you were singing some songs I haven't heard forever. Your voice was fine. Listen, we weren't on Pop Idol. We don't know who cares. You know? I liked singing, pretending to be you. That was fun to do. On Too sexy for Rihanna. Too sexy for that white girl. I like the black girl sexy. Sexy, sexy monkey. I could sing any song as you. It would be so much fun. And I will always love you, Rihanna. I will always bloody love you. I hope life treats you kind. And I hope you'll be a vegetarian for me. 'Cause I don't like meat since I had a horrible chicken incident when I was 14. It looked the same as it always had, so I couldn't eat meat anymore. Of course I'm making you laugh. You could sing anything. I made it through the wilderness. Somehow me made it through. Did not know how lost I was until I found Teresa or Tiffany. It was bait, incomplete. My mom's afraid that Jay is gonna find me. I told her he can't find me, 'cause I live in a bunker. Like a hoarder. Have lots of DVDs everywhere. Like a hoarder. Hello, Star Wars. I'm gonna send you like a paragraph or something. Like I want to send you a paragraph from the movie Halloween. I want you to read it as like the Sam Loomis character because he was British. I want that on my phone. I met this child, this blank, pale face, and the darkest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him and another 7 trying to keep him locked up before I realized that what was behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. I have to get you to do that. Yeah, you're singing for everybody else. You can at least do a British movie quote for me. Maybe some Hannibal Lecter for you. I'm not a jukebox and I'm not your little puppet. Don't do that to me. He gets sassy sometimes. I love it. I don't know why I'm being asked to do this again. I've sung it 4 times already. I know none of you could hear me the first 4 times, but I have to sing it. I don't want to. No, I won't do it. All of a sudden, cut to him. Come back in the stream 10 minutes later. He's belting it out. He's smiling. He's shaking his head. I try to be. I figure if I was British, I'd be from, kind of rough place, you know what I mean? I'd be one of them roughnecks. I don't know what you call them over there. Scallywag bastards. Oi, you got some, what do you call them? Got some pence? I don't know what the fuck you call it. Oi, you got a fag? Fancy a fag, I do. He's a tosser. You're right, bloody tosser. I like to be a British, jerk. I should actually, if I ever go to Britain, I do want to go someday, just to stalk Sexy Monkey. Oops, did I let that go? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I do want to go someday. I should just talk British the whole time I'm there. See if I can convince them I'm one of them. Right, checking in hotel right here. But I'd be caught on some of the nuances. Like if they said, fancy a fag, I'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, oh no, I'm all good. I don't smoke the fags. Kind of weird though that you dropped the team instead of bloody. Well, I know some of your people say bloody. Like the more refined, it seems to me. What I've seen I'm just basing off your media and your TV shows. It's like bloody, and some people say bloody bastards. The more rough. They seem to do that. Yeah, let's be real. If I grew up there, that's what I'd be. I wouldn't be the sophisticated, well-mannered Brit. I would be like, mother, care for a cup of tea? I'd be like, right, bloody bastard over here. Piss off, you sad wanker. Right. Why don't you piss off, huh? I like how you guys say right. I like that. All right. It's like when you're you're getting fed up. Right, that's it. Right. We never use it for that. We use horrible expressions. Right, that's it. Right. Now I had it. I had it with him. He's a right wanker. All right. I'm not talking to you. That's just from the few clips of your Big Brother I've seen. Like Dick Van Dyke saying H and Mary Poppins. Do they do that? I think it's a class differential there, like it is here. We don't all, speak like the friggin' rednecks and everybody, like y'all gonna come down here sometime, hang out. Like we don't all talk like that. And there's different, depending where you grow up, obviously there's gonna be different kind of dialect. Like growing up, I always thought everybody in England spoke super proper. Like that's kind of my early impression of like British people. Like you always, because that's what we saw represented in media a lot. You'd see like Mary Poppins. You'd see that it was very, it wasn't insulting at all. It was very on point. I didn't until I was older and I saw, rougher shows and stuff from across the pond. They showed how some people really talk, like teenagers and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. They're not all carrying umbrellas and having scones every 5 seconds. Okay, that's how they really are. And so when I started realizing their slang was a lot different. I saw a few horror movies where they call it, like I asked him last night, like a knobhead or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck is a knobhead? I'm like, oh, they mean dickhead. But apparently they say that too. I love that. Knob. You got bloody knob. I guess who said that? I think it was LJ. Knob is like a politer way, I guess, kind of saying that. Kind of saying, instead of saying dick. Although they do say like certain swear words though. They say, like, Brits say cock. They say cock. He put his cock. We fucking bastardize everything. We say cock. You can suck my cock. 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 We're very whiny and abrasive. A knob is it really? A knob is a helmet. Huh. And you guys call, what is it? Because I never understood it in movies when you'd always call what we call the trunk, you called the boot of the car. It's in the boot. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the boot. I would always be like, what the fuck are they babbling about? What's a boot? We call it the trunk. I remember the first few times I saw that in like a movie or a British TV show, I'm like, what? And I think you guys call an umbrella a brolly. I think. Maybe that's old school British. I don't know. It was like talking the difference between jam and stuff, like we were talking about last night. That was interesting. Your jam is our jelly. It's so confusing. I could see how you'd be confused. Like if I went over there and said, I want some jelly, somebody's just going to throw Jello at me. And I'd be like, this is not what I wanted. Like, well, how the hell are we supposed to know? Right? You bastardize everything we do anyway, so just, piss off and eat your jelly. I'd be like, this is not what I want. I don't care. Don't care. You eat it. My jelly. There was the weirdest part last night when he was talking on his stream. And you guys, if you're watching me, you gotta watch his live streams. They're golden. But Umbrella. Now I'm thinking of Rihanna again. Thank you. Okay, you got mad. I didn't like that song when it first came out because all I kept hearing was the chorus. Ella, 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 I'm like, what the fuck? Is she having a seizure? But then, some of her other songs, I'm like, all right, she could sing. How long it was a fever, red hot something, believe it. I put my hand in the air and I said, show me my cooch. He said, if you come here, Chris Brown's gonna try to hit you. I can't believe she was crying over Chris Brown. I remember that Oprah interview. That's another reason I don't like Oprah. Sitting there, afterwards, like, Bitch was dying to ask the question the whole time. Like she was just asking her, you know, question. What about your new album? But you could tell Oprah was bored. Like, ugh. Then all of a sudden she's like, so, you know, that Chris Brown when he hit you, like, oh, ooh, I wanted to slap Oprah, bitch. I just couldn't help it, man. I fell in love with it. It was like, what are you crying about? It's like he's the best looking fucker out there. I'm just still in love with him. I go back. I don't understand that. But that was got to be a two-way fight. Because black chicks fight. They fight. They will fight you. If they get in an argument, they say I got in a fight with my boyfriend, like a physical fight, you best believe it's not like with a white chick. They got in a physical fight with their boyfriend. They did. A white chick might throw something, you know, like, I hate you, or slap a guy or something like that. Black chicks will fucking throw down with you. They will punch. They will, oh, they'll get into it. And they win sometimes. Don't mess with the black chick. Don't do it. Especially the American black chicks. Well, it depends on what day. Red hair and tattoos, yeah. But it depends on what days of the week she's got red hair. She doesn't always keep it anymore. Sometimes she goes back to dark. It depends on. I don't know. She's interesting. Be interesting to see if she has a long, long career. I mean, she's already outlasted a bunch of people. But when you really think about it, she's only been on the game for about 10 years now. So we'll see what happens with Rihanna. Because some of these chicks, they last. Some of these chicks do. Like a Britney Spears is just like, it's kind of sad now. You know, they kind of keep trying, but it's like not really happening. I don't know. She's got the voice for it. Looks. But you never know. It's a roll of the dice. Shit. Like, I know I go in on Madonna a lot, but the only reason I go in on her is because it's not that she's not talented. It's that she's insisting on dressing like she's 14 years old. You asked me if I'm going to go live. Do you want me to? Do you? Do you want me to? You don't need my permission to go live. You always go live. I say go live. Here's the reason. I'll tell you something right now. Your live streams, you get way more views than I do on my live streams. I do pretty well on, you know, just sitting there being an asshole on random topics. My live streams don't get as many as you did. And I think in a day you got like 117 last time I checked on your last live stream. And that's not even 24 hours yet, I don't think. So obviously, maybe you should just do live streams. Because that seems to be where you're excelling. You know? And especially since you do such long live streams, everybody has a chance to go see the parts they like, you know, without me, and the parts that they, you know, don't like. They can avoid certain areas, but dive in at other times. You know, because they're so long, they kind of allow room for everybody to kind of join in. Oh my God, listen, if you're distracted just by the name Rihanna, you're going to have a look. I don't know how you walk down the street if she's got a new album coming out. Rihanna billboard here, Rihanna song there. It's like, I've got to stop and listen right now. Yeah, I can't even, you know, make me vegetarian dish. I was going to make pasta. You don't say pasta. I forgot how they say pasta. You said it in a way it was cool. I think it's pasta. I got to listen to you again. I can mimic pretty good. Liked you going upstairs, showing off your little house. That was cool. Is that a townhouse? Or is that an actual house? Well, what I mean by a townhouse, at least over here, I don't know if it's different over there. It's kind of like an apartment with 2 floors. Like, I grew up in a townhouse. It had a basement, first floor, and a second floor. But it was rented. Like, it wasn't like a house. We didn't own it. I noticed they have a lot. It looks like they have a lot of those in England. Or maybe that's just their houses. I have no clue. Pasta. You said pasta. I didn't say pasta. Just sitting there and lying. Okay, it is a townhouse, right? I grew up in one of those. And oddly enough, whenever I would tell somebody or describe my house like it's a townhouse, the fucking American kids would sit there and look at me like, what? Is it a house or an apartment? What is it? Because we know just house and apartment pretty much. Is it your house or where do you live? It's like, that's not fucking hard. It's a townhouse. There's a basement, the first floor, and the second floor. Stop it. Pasta. That's kind of McConaughey, isn't it? Pasta. All right. Pasta. Sash is gonna make some pasta later. Get to watch him make his pasta in his blue shirt, going up them stairs, salivating over Rihanna. Maybe he'll sing for us. There's those small blue boxes on your shelf. Oh, behind me? Price stickers. Isn't that fascinating? Like, they're color coded, so there's like pink, green. That's to mark like different prices of different things. Some are toy specific, some are movie specific, because people are stupid and will, invariably come up to you and go, what is it? Even though it's got the price on it. What kind of movie is it? I can't tell by the cover or anything. Is this necrophilia? What? Boxes on my shelf on the left. Blue boxes. I don't think I have any blue boxes. Is it bottles or boxes? I'd have to look at the picture now. Blue boxes. Oh, there's we got a thing with lube, packets of lube. Like it's in like almost like a jar, but they are blue. That's like quickie lube, like when you need to pump one out in your car or something like that. I don't know. It's like cheap lube. It's like a little packet, just enough lube. It's like for cheap bastards who don't want to buy the bottle. Like, I just need enough to beat off tonight. Damn it, I don't want to buy a bottle. Next to the gummy pennies. Where are the gummy pennies? Oh, you really noticed those gummy pennies, though, didn't you? What? That girl rearranged everything. I think. Blue box. Oh, wait. I have a large blue box. See, I'm going to show it here because it gets struck down. That's a penis pump. And don't ask. I don't understand fully what it's for. Supposedly, like it enhances you, supposedly, but it just brings blood to the area. But these guys just sit here all the time. Like, is it gonna make me bigger? Yeah, for a minute until you take it off. But then some of them have their own theories. Like, no, it lasts. Like, now I'm 15 inches long. It's like, no, you're not. Just shut up. But I think he's talking about. There's that, and there's like liquid video head cleaner. If you're done with this, look it up. Was Raj asking all that? Now, I know. Calm down. Nobody's accusing you of anything. Well, it wasn't me. I didn't want to know about all those sexy gummy panties or anything hot that you had there. He was fascinated. Trust me, I've been fascinated by a few things we had. Namely, the dolls that we've sold out on. We're going to get them back, but like, we made the mistake of having two display models of I could send you a picture of each of them. They looked real. They're like real doll type dolls, but it was just the torso of a man and a woman. And oh my God, every man and woman who came in here felt them up, like violated them. They were raped several times. These things. People would just come in there and start sticking fingers in their butts or like grabbing their tits. If it was the female, they grab her tits and they had no problem sitting there and just doing horrible things to this woman's, well, no, she's not a woman, she's a doll, vagina, right in front of me. Like, I'm sitting here, like, I can see you. The guy, they love to slap his dong around because he had a big dong. He would just go, look at this, look. I had construction workers coming from outside one like, hey, this is for you. You like this? Huh? Yeah? Look, balls are lifelike. Look. Oh, he's got a little hole. He's got a butthole right here. Construction workers, like macho construction workers, didn't go for the female doll first. They went for the dude. They weigh as much as a corpse. They carry a bunch of those in. Try that. That's fun. A woman's easy to carry in, but the man, he weighs it's like a dead body. It's like if somebody dismembered like half of him, 6'4" man's body, that'd be like what I have to carry in. My favorite is question I got on that. They would wait till not that many people around here. So can I just kind of test drive it if I gave you a couple bucks? Sure. Go ahead and hump the display model. I'm going to pimp out a doll. Are you fucking out of your mind? They would ask that in all seriousness. And it wasn't like the little creepy fucks that you would see in raincoats and shit like that. These are professional people would ask me that. So you mind if I have a crack at her? You know what I mean? Be a good customer. Regular buys dolls, not for me though. Listen, nobody's believing you anymore. Yeah. Does he buy the expensive kind? Because those can cost you thousands. You have a rich friend then. Because those are, I mean, like, we could never even afford the real dolls here. Because those are legitimately start off in the thousands. Like, thousands upon thousands. Like, that's why we had to get the torsos for a while. I mean, even just, like, the butt or the tits or whatever. Like, the little sections of things that we get. Like, those can cost a lot. The more realistic they are. Depending on what they do. The kind of silicone or latex that's in them. There's all this. What surprised me the most, the blow up dolls, the old cheap ones you always heard about, those really don't sell that well at all. They never really have taken off. Like, I guess it's more of a novelty thing, but people don't even buy them for novelty, really. But, like, they want, like, specific body parts. Like, they come in looking for that. Like, a pair of breasts, an ass. Like a big juicy ass, but the color of the ass. He's kind of addicted, you think? I'm sorry, there's a point where it just dives. The guys they make the documentaries about where they're like, no, this is my girlfriend, and it's like that real doll sitting next to him, and they're all creepy and weird looking. That's where we start to draw a line. Like, no, this is a serial killer. This is who this guy is. Like, if I was super, super rich, I would have a real doll, but I would be doing like, horrible, fun things to it. Like, I'd pull up next to somebody, like a bunch of feminists in a car, and I'd start slapping her, be like, what'd I tell you? Don't ever look at that guy again, you bitch. Like, she looks real. Like, throw her off my roof every now and then. Like, on Halloween, scare the shit out of a bunch of kids. Told you never to cheat on me again. There are guys that are like that. I've seen that. I mean, oh, Lord. Really like that. On my best night, I made the most money ever here, or pitched a bunch of sales, was a guy who bought a guy, a girl, bunch of video head cleaner, that can run you $30 a bottle easily. This guy had no issues just whipping out the credit card, and I loved him. I'm like, buy more, dude, buy more. He rang up a huge bill here. It's like one of those type of bills you look like you can go, holy shit. So immediately I called, distributor, like, I love it. I bet you do. We don't have to worry about you, right? Like, following her. Sign me autograph. You don't have like a bunch of pictures of her around your house, like with the eyes cut out, just like taped, taped everywhere. Someday she will love me. Good one. I knew you had it in you, dude. I knew it. I knew hooked up with you for a reason. I know. Little Mr. Innocent on his streams, but yeah, okay. I don't know why you want to know that. I don't know why you want to ask me that. It's got nothing to do with that. I loved that. That was I was obnoxious on that first stream, but I love the first stream on yours. And again, it's Ain't Got Time to Bleed if you don't know. Soon to be Sexy Monkey. Where I started to call him a sexy monkey and ask him way too many personal questions, and he got more and more uncomfortable, and I was more and more happy because he was smirking. And I had to keep going. Like, I knew it. I even dove back in. Like, I bailed out for a while, and I dove back in this stream that night. And he was already like, oh. I think he'd had it. I think he was just ready for me to be, like, done. I'm like, okay, I got rid of him. He's gone now. It's a bad memory that I can erase later. He was talking to some other people, his little fans. And I came back on all of a sudden. And I just saw he paused. Eyes always get real wide when I start to come on. I know. Like to get away with the sexy monkey thing. Come on, that's my nickname for you. Stop it. No. I refuse to. I'm giving up a lot. I don't swear a lot in your streams now. I'm trying to be better. You can't ask me to give up everything. Nuh-uh. Unless I can think of a better name. That's not as, cheeky. I have pretty much a nickname for everybody. It's actually how I remember people. Sexy monkey's funny, I think. It's just funny. Because I know you don't think you're a sexy monkey, and it's not real, but I just think it's just a funny name. And it hit me. It was impromptu. It worked. I still say you should have a second channel with that name. I do. I really believe that. Have a little bit of a rough channel. Like I said, have this one channel that you have now. I ain't got time to bleed. Have it be all, if I would know that way. Like I come on that channel, I'm PG to PG-13. I'm not going to go over that and go start R-rated language or anything like that. But on the Sexy Monkey channel, I know I could let loose. I could be 100% me. Because I've been holding back on that channel a little bit. I've been trying for your benefit. Because I want some of your people that are on there not to flee just because I'm saying something horrible. So I've dialed it back a lot from your first interaction with me. It was nice. I think I only swore once in not the last video before that. And trust me, that took effort. There were a couple times it was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, fabulous. That's great. Although I have to say now, I always was kind of a cusser. But I think working in the industry I work in now, I'm just more used to talking that way because that's how they talk to me constantly. Like for everybody from a distributor to the people you work with are kind of crude, blue collar. So I've adopted that more because I've said it in certain situations where I would have never said, talk like that before. Like I've been out to dinner with a few people at a nice restaurant. I'm like, oh, this fucking prick over here, and they're kind of looking like, what are you doing? It's like, oh yeah, not by the people at work. I'm not there. But I think when you're talked to, and I spend so much time at this place that it's like, and involved in it, that's kind of like, I catch into it. Like it's a weird thing. Like I said, I always had kind of a little bit of a filthy mouth, but not like the girl even I showed yesterday on here. She got a worse mouth than I do. She's nice, a wonderful girl, but when I talk to her, it's not like she's like, heavens, stop. What no. Oh, you cannot record videos. My camera glitches. Only going live works. You said something interesting yesterday on your channel about they were giving you a time limit. Like the last 30 minutes, they were counting you down. Like there's a time limit to streams on Google Hangouts. I didn't know that. Is that the case? I will wait for your answer. I want to get away from the Sexy Monkey thing. Don't tell him that's not going to happen. Anybody else watches this now? No. To make a friendship or any kind of relationship work, you have to meet in the middle. I'm trying to dial back on some of the stuff. I even talk cinema with him on his stream. I'm trying here. You ain't gonna ask me to give up everything. It ain't gonna happen. Do you know me at all on this stuff? Yeah. Especially since now you said you'd like to get away from it. Don't tell me that. It might have just faded out of my head. He gets a heads up 1 hour, then 30 minutes and 5 minutes before ending. That's really strange why it would be. I don't know why there would be a time limit on it. Who cares? Maybe because they can only hold so much information. It's bizarre to me. Like, what if somebody wanted to do like a 24-hour stream for some like event or something like that? It's doable. Maybe just not through Google Hangouts. I don't know. You're going to teach me that Google Hangouts thing when I come to England to visit you. Would that fuck you up? That would so mess him up. If I somehow, like, say about a year, 2 years from now, he's sitting there, like, oh, the new Rihanna album came out. I'm going to sit down, have a spot of tea, and listen to it, and all of a sudden, Sexy Monkey! Oh no, mother was right. Hide, turn out the lights. I'm not home. He'd go up to the door, make a quick voice. He doesn't live here anymore. I have no idea who you're talking about. Go away. I know who you mean, but he used to live here, but he doesn't live here anymore. I'm going to call the police. Yeah, it is weird, there's a time limit. They don't understand that. There might be a time limit on this thing. I don't really go that long on live streams. On YouTube. Maybe there is. But I swear I've seen other people doing really live YouTube live streams, and I don't know. How come you don't do it through YouTube's thing? Is it so you can see and talk to everybody? Maybe that's a Google Hangouts exclusive type deal. I don't know. Because I know literally, I just, like I said to Roger, and I believe you too yesterday, like I just hit a button in the corner, and I'm live streaming. There's like a camera icon, like on my YouTube page. And if you hit it, it says either make a video or go live. There's two options. I hit go live. It says, what do you want to title it? Title it. Okay. Smile for still. I never smile for the still. I just kind of glare. Then I'm there. I don't know. Maybe because you don't use Google Hangouts, there's no time limit. Words of wisdom. Maybe. Although it is interesting, new world Google Hangouts. Like, I'm sure it's old to a lot of people, but like, I didn't know initially when I contacted you through Google Hangouts, I was going to see you. I was kind of like, it was kind of weird because I don't see people on here. So it was like, oh. And then you're seeing everybody else, well, the ones who want to be seen. Underneath, I was kind of like, oh, it was kind of neat though. It was actually nice to talk to Roger. Like, face to face kind of. Google Hangout automatically opens. I don't know, it's not that happening. It must be like, must be like your computer or something like that. Like, but Roger uses it too. See, I probably have to. We need to have this conversation when he's around, so I could like be like, seriously, I'm like borderline retarded. How do I do this? Like, how do I send? Well, you know how to send the link, but you said Raj taught you how to send the link. So I just need him for everything apparently. Like, okay, I want to start doing what you do. How do I invite everybody to just come on, start yelling at me through video? Which is what would happen. You're the guy who's running his yeah, I'm taking DVDs. Or it'd be a bunch of Tyler Henry fans. Because they're the second ones who hate me the most. Although the political ones are starting to get up there. Had a couple today. You stupid. You don't know about these two black women. They are awesome and you don't know anything. I use Gmail. I need to be signed into streams. Oh. I use Gmail too, though. Who doesn't? I have to investigate this. I'll look after I'm done with this, I'll look at my Gmail. See if I can figure it out. Alright, I got some stuff I gotta start doing around here. If you go live, I will find you. I'll be good. And I'll let you know if I hear anything about Teresa. If I do, and please let me know if you do. Alright? Just, no, she's alright, right? I don't care if I found out. I don't care about these people. No, I'm kidding. See, that's you still have more than I do. See, that's why you should just do. Well, I guess you can only do live streams, but like you get up to like 10, 11. I guarantee this one will probably have maybe 40, 50 tomorrow, like views. Yours over 10 hours, you get up to 100. I mean, that shows you're doing something right. Right? I don't wait till everybody bails. I bail on them. Yeah, nobody leaves me first. Go live later. I'll check in on you, right? And I'll let you know about the other thing. Or I'll message you privately through Hangouts. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Go on over to Sasha. I Ain't Got Time to Bleed's live stream because he always live streams, and ask him to sing something. He'll do it. Eventually, with some prodding, he'll do it. Or ask him about cinema. Be very specific in anything you ask him because you have to be. Or he'll just go off on a tangent somewhere else. But he's entertaining. Do it. Go now. Right now because I'm ending. Go. He's going to start. Take it away. Later.